welcome once again, David. As I'm sure everyone who's been listening to your most recent presentations will be very curious as to, as always, what new, maybe unexpected idea you're about to bring up and what new perspective you're about to share with us. Welcome once again, David.
Okay, I just want to ask you a question. In general, in the Middle East and all these places, the Muslims basically didn't exist before the 1960s. Will you believe me if I said this?
You're saying 1960.
Yes.
1960. 19.
Yes.
Okay, that I wouldn't know how to
Sounds
frame that.
crazy. It
Yes.
sounds
So I'm
crazy.
curious for more
Okay.
information.
Yes, I'm exaggerating a little.
Mm.
Okay. Yes. Now, the thing is, today I'm going to go through a few things that are going to sound something strange. I'm going to explain more about Palestine and the palace and the palace troops. All these towns and cities throughout Europe and the world. What happened is they had city rulers. Yes, those city rulers were known as the global empire of Israel during the Middle Ages, or as in the Quran mentioned, the children of Israel, and the Quran says they were the rulers. Yes, they took over the whole world, and the Quran says that God favored them and chose them above everybody else. Or in Christianity, God's chosen people. So they were the rulers and the masters, the children of Israel. So they were everywhere, and they followed a religion called peace, known as Salam, and they set up many cities called Jerusalem, many cities. Now I'll ask you a question. How many cities is there around the world?
Please come again with the question.
How many cities around the world?
Today, overall, you mean?
Yeah, thousands. Okay.
Yes,
How
yes.
many towns around the world?
Well,
A town is
tens of thousands, let's say.
thousands.
Yeah.
How many villages around the world?
Well, even a lot more.
How many town centers around the world?
Well, theoretically, as many as towns.
Yes. So if somebody says, I'm going to town tonight, what does that mean?
Well, it usually means they're going to at least some kind of medium-sized
Local
city
town.
and
Yeah.
go to the inner city or something, yeah?
Yeah.
City
Or,
center.
or if somebody says, I'm going city center today. So the thing is, there is the word city center isn't a specific place. Yes. So the thing is, when Jerusalem existed during the Middle Ages, there was some major Jerusalems like Istanbul and Paris and Moscow, places like this. And the thing is, but there were many other Jerusalems, Edinburgh, Barcelona, you name it. Yes. So in the same way, Rome, believe it or not, there was many places called Rome. You're going to say, eh? Yeah, there was many. Even Professor Anatoly Fomenko says this. But unless if somebody has a look at the principalities in Europe, and we're going to go through them, yes, and it's mentioned more in my books, also in Fomenko's books, you won't understand how there could be many places called Rome. Like Istanbul was once called Jerusalem, the main Jerusalem. It was also the main Rome until they invented and fabricated the new Rome in Italy. But there were many other Romes. Okay, anyway, so the thing is, in Europe anyway, yes, what do you call it? Yes, what do you call it? The word Mohammedan was used more until the 1960s. Yes, but they did refer to many people throughout the Islamic world as Muslims. But yes, this title Muslim was more was common in Europe, and this is very shocking unless if we really have a look at it. Yes. So now I'm going to go through because of course, if there's going to be people who are just religious critics from Christianity or Islam, please go away right now. Don't even want to see your comments. Don't want you because you're just going to disturb historical research where people want to do critical research because they want to know the truth, not just something saying my faith says this, so my faith says that. Yes, and you've not investigated what world history says. Not interested, go away right now. Okay, yes. Now
All
the
right,
thing
David.
is,
I'm still here, yeah?
Oh my God, are you one of these evangelicals or Islamists?
No, that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm still here. So please continue, David.
Oh, okay. If you're one of them, but you're moderate, then it's okay. Yes. No, if you're reasonable. Yes. So now we have the word in the Quran. Yeah. And the thing is, the vowels are fake and they've been invented. Yes, that they've got these signs, diacritics, they call them, like we've got in French and in Vietnamese and in modern Arabic in many places. Yeah. So the thing is, the Muslim men are called Musulman or Muslimin in this version here, or it's Musulman or Muslimani, or in Slavic Musliman, or in English Musulman. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So the thing is, what do you call it? Same like there is Aleman, yes, the Germans and things like this. Yes. So the thing is, the diacritics is evidence that Arabic is modern Arabic, and the people in the Middle East didn't know it, so they many of these colonial schools had to teach it them, and they put it there to teach them how to pronounce it in the same way that they put the diacritics and these marks to teach people how to pronounce Hebrew. Yes. So they had to teach them because they created an artificial pronunciation because they were modifying the languages and inventing new ones. Yes, this is that page I've just sent you is from my book, The Crusades. Yes. So it goes through it, it explains it. Yeah. If you
So let me just bring up one thing, and you can comment or not, but again, this reminds me of the hiragana, the katakana, and the kanji, where you need a system to pronounce and
Yes,
learn it
yes,
first, so
yeah,
you can
everybody
learn
knows
the other
Japanese is
meaning.
another fake language.
Hmm.
Invented. Yes, invented. Yes. So you're right. Yes, I'm glad you noticed that. Well, anyway, my book Last Crusade, it explains it a bit more. But anyway, let's go through what do you call it? These so-called Muslims in the Middle East. Yes. So now the word Slav. Let's start with Slav. This is explained in my book Last Crusade, but I'll go through it a little bit now. In modern Arabic, yes, the people who glorify God are called the Sabians or Serbians. Yes, Al Nas Aladdin Yusubi Bahan Allah. But Sabians or Serbians in English. So that's where we get the word Slavians or Serbians. Yes, Serbians. Yes. So it's well known. Here is from Professor Lazinski in the United States. Slavian basically means the glorifiers or the glorifiers of God. Yes, and you can go on to Russian websites. Yes, everybody knows the Russians. Yeah, don't mess with them. They're saying we're in Ukraine. Oh well, nothing to boast about. Unfortunately, there's a war there. Yes, and the people in power caused it. But Slavian, yes, how you want to pronounce it? Some modern with Slavi. Yes, it means glorify. Yes, that even in church texts in Romania, Serbia, Poland, Slavi means glorify God. Yes, and many people are going to think that they understand these churches. Well, just go to the villages of Romania and Bulgaria and attend these churches. Yes, and go and see how they operate. 99% of the people in the villages have never read the Bible. Yes, they might buy a copy and keep it there because they think it's the book of God, but they've got no idea what's in it. And that's where, yes, it's the same word in Arabic. So Slavi, yes, and that's where we get the word Salafi or Salafi. Yes, in
Oh,
Arabic.
uh-huh, okay. Hmm.
Yes, glorifiers of God. Yes, the people
So
who
that's another
glorify.
term that they completely wrangled in the modern meaning and the modern connotation, no?
Yes,
Hmm. Hmm.
yes. So it's basically the glorifiers of God. Yes, and the thing is, let's have a look. I'm going to go through the European languages. For example, here's Polish, and in Polish,